Guys, today I will show you something absolutely ridiculous. Shield-free glass cannon build. It's absolutely nasty, just look at my amount of bonus armor. And I'm not using shield. Yes, you can use shield if you want, you could replace your shield with decoy or any other skill you want, but just look at this insanity. I have 1.7 million armor, I'm shredding elites, non-elite bosses with glass cannon without shield. So as usual, welcome to the insanity, the one and only Uncle Butcher in the building, and I hope you're doing great. If not, I hope this build will cheer you a little bit up, because we have shit ton of survivability, crowd control, and of course DPS. I mean, just look at this. For heroic control point farming, this setup is absolutely perfect. And heroic missions with directives, again, this setup will be perfect. And like I said, we are using glass cannon talent. Glass cannon, if you didn't know, is the best DPS talent on our chest plates. It will amplify not our weapon but also skill damage. It's absolutely ridiculous, guys. Since I am using Memento backpack, survivability is not a problem. I have 3% armor regen, increased skill efficiency, and of course bonus armor when I will collect all the trophies from killed enemies. Oh my goodness, and my skills are dealing somewhat decent damage with glass cannon. It definitely can take out non-elite enemy like this one pretty much by itself. But before we continue, quick from the sponsor DIRECTIVS. If you don't have enough time, a good teammate, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then DIRECTIVS is safe for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBDIV, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all series. It's amazing deal, especially even right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. But now let's get back to this shield-free, legendary, heroic, you name it, build with glass cannon talent. And like I said at my intro, instead of shield you could use decoy for distraction reasons or purposes. You could use actually maybe even seek a mine from survival specialization to heal yourself under that bonus armor, because once you will get rolling, my goodness, the amount of armor you're getting is ridiculous. And again, for crowd control or for, excuse me, I'm all over the place here. I'm really excited about this setup. And like I said, for crowd control purposes, we have fire grenades from survival specialization. So if shit is hitting the fan, always drop fire grenades under yourself, next to you, and it will distract enemies pretty much instantly. They will look for cover, they will run away, and in that way you can basically take a breather, pull a medkit if it's needed. And by the way, medkit will be really good, it will give you armor regen for a couple seconds as well. And survival specialization will give us additional protection from elites, which is must have in this build, because duh, we are using goddamn glass cannon talent, goddamn. Without shield, oh my goodness. So fire grenades, really good for crowd control purposes, really good in team play scenario as well, because your teammates will deal more damage to crowd controlled enemies or status affected enemies. So everything works really well together. Here you have Seek and Mine, which will follow you and heal you, and you can navigate it and actually target your teammates, and that skill will heal your teammates as well. Not much, but noticeable actually. So yeah, really good specialization. Specialization weapon itself is not that strong, but sometimes really fun to run around with a crossbow. For specialization, for main weapon, here I'm using Ouroboros exotic SMG. If you don't have it, you're a new player for example, you could go with Lady Death. If you don't have Lady Death, you could go with Dark Winter. If you don't have Dark Winter, name it SMG, you could go with ACP-45 Vector, with Optimist or Measured. Yeah, those are really good options. Or maybe with In Sync, since we are using second skill AK drone, which will activate one part of Instinct talent. So yeah, you have a couple options there. As you see, my numbers are decent: 40 plus crit chance, 100% crit damage. To cap out my crit chance and gain additional 40% crit damage, I'm using DZ exclusive pistol Orbit with perfect finisher talent. But you could use normal finisher and you're gonna cap out crit chance pretty much easily. And to kill non-elite enemy, it will take like a couple bullets, half magazine, and boom, you have really good damage buff. For second weapon, I'm using Fenris. Excuse me, Fenris. God damn. Get a grip, Uncle Butcher. I'm using FAMAS with Optimist. If you don't have FAMAS, you could use whatever weapon you want actually. Our main weapon will be Ouroboros. Again, like I said, you could replace it with Lady Death, Dark Winter. Any of those SMGs will work really well because those have decent damage buffs. If you don't have any of those SMGs, go with St. Elmo's. If you don't have St. Elmo's, goddamn, delete the game, get out of here. Goddamn, what are you doing with your life? Jesus, if you don't have any of those guns, I mean, play Minecraft. I'm just kidding. Stay with me, I need you. For the gear itself, I'm using a really good combination. First of all, I'm using Named Yal's mask, which unfortunately is DZ exclusive gear, but sometimes you can find it at DZ vendors, so definitely check each Tuesday vendors, because Tuesday is vendor reset day, and sometimes you will get pretty much decent items like apartment named SMG, like Yal's mask, and all other guns. Even Orbit can be found in DZ vendors as well. So for the chest piece though, I'm using Bellastone Armory chest piece with glass cannon. Why Bellastone Armory? Because Bellastone Armory will give me 1 additional % armor regen. Now paired up with 3% armor regen from Memento backpack, and now we have 4% armor regen, and that's a lot. With 1.6, 1.7 million armor. With optimized build, we will reach 1.7 million armor. My rolls are not perfect. This build should run 1.7 million armor, and if you will be proficient with your gear, you're gonna level up your gear pieces, you can reach even more than 1.7 million armor. 1.7 million armor is like basic amount without any leveling up, without boosting your gear, nothing. Basic 1.7 million armor will do the dirty work for us. And Yal's mask, don't forget, will give us 10% additional health damage buff. For the holster, I'm using Picard's named holster. Picard's holster will give us 15% additional weapon damage, and Memento backpack will increase our skill efficiency, will give us also weapon damage, and 3 core attributes in mod slots, protection from elite everywhere, improvised gloves, and of course Murakami knee pads for additional armor regen. Rest is the history. Yep, bye.